Hello, beautiful Geminis. This is DR.M and DR.A from GeminiLifeCoaches.com. We're spiritual and holistic life coaches. We practice Reiki, EFT and TFT, and are certified holistic and intuitive tarot readers. Please check out our website for more information on life coaching, energy work, and personal tarot readings. These readings and our services are for people 18 years or older. Tarot's energy is fluid, and these readings may or may not resonate with you. If they don't, you can check out other signs in your chart. If they do resonate with you, you can get our extended readings on Patreon. We have a really reasonable membership package that has goodies and coupon codes for personal readings on our website. Membership includes access to all of our extended readings. So if cross-watching is your thing, we are happy to accommodate there.
No kink shaming. I do cross-watch, I'll admit.
And the link is in the description box below with the information on all the decks that we've used today. We're also new to YouTube and appreciate all of your love and support. Please like, share, and subscribe for notifications for new content as we add it. These are general readings for Gemini for mid-month September. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I start with a cross and bow spread for recent, past, and present. And then in the extended, I do a future cross and bow and advice from Spirit. So let's get into it. One more shuffle here. All right, Gemini. The overall energy of your recent past looks like 10 of Cups, the Fool, 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the World, 6 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, let's stop there. So Gemini, it looks like you had a situation in the recent past where you thought that this was going to be your wish fulfillment emotionally, that you would be completed with maybe a situationship or a person, and that you did jump into that with the Fool's energy, ready for a new adventure, and you were with this 8 of Swords really stuck in the situation because there were a lot of things that were confusing to you and that were really, you were following intuition and kind of getting stuck because things weren't really being revealed to you, and there were a lot of burdens in the situation that you just were like, no, absolutely not, whether these were red flags or situations where like these were just things that you couldn't compromise on, and that completed a cycle for you of growth, it looks like, in terms of you really deciding what it was that you wanted, needed, and you're in that place of celebrating right now, of kind of staying with yourself rather than leaving yourself for someone else. And with this 5 of Pentacles, I think that there's just some anxiety and some stress right now, or in the recent past, of what might be, and maybe being afraid of, you know, situations being the same thing they were before, you being left out in the cold, or things being uneven in a situation. So the focus coming into the recent past is the Chariot. There was movement, and the challenge to that is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is a really active, creative energy. It's a message of, you know, new endeavors, new things, new projects. So you've wanted to be moving towards more of that, and it kind of feels like that there's maybe has been some difficulty in determining what the projects might be. The energy moving through, Page of Pentacles. So you have the Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So this is information, messages of new money, new opportunities. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, new jobs, new investments, new business. So, you know, in the recent past, you've put this into action. And the 7 of Cups is a lot of options. So you've had a lot of directions in which you can go with the situation, and it's put you in a very 3 of Cups energy of teamwork, collaboration, but also really a support group of people that are like-minded for what it is that you're doing. Your fears, 8 of Pentacles, that your hard work won't pay off, that you're going to be putting all this work in, and you're going to have to stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. And the help that the universe is sending in is the 7 of Pentacles. It's giving you the ideas and the understandings of what seeds you need to plant that will actually, you know, be the thing that you end up building on. Your hopes, the Devil, that, you know, you're self-defeating, self-limiting, really, that maybe your vices or your kind of temptations are something that you're beyond, that you've actually like ascended beyond the kind of, it feels like lesser energy, maybe lesser urges, and the outcome is the 4 of Wands. You're going to be building towards, you know, an abundance towards, something that includes your passions and something that absolutely provides for you and for your own. Extra help that the universe is sending in is the death card and judgment. So the death is not always just death, it's rebirth, that things have to kind of fall away and heal. And, sometimes in this reading right here, the death card feels more like a healing, and almost, not to be crude, but more like a scab, like, okay, it needs to heal and kind of like slough off. And the judgment card is you taking an evaluation of your situation and looking at it at kind of impartially, less emotionally, and going, okay, this is what's worked, this is what hasn't, this is what has not worked, and this is what I want going forward. So I'm going to declare that. I'm going to, trumpet it out. I'm going to put that out into the universe and really start manifesting what it is that I want. And having a lot of options here with the Seven of Cups has been, I think, a little bit confusing for you, but also has allowed you to kind of look at things and go, all right, well, what can I do now? What can I build towards? And, especially with this 7 and 8 of Pentacles, the universe is giving you clues on what it is that you need to start with. As far as your energy, focus of the energy coming into the present is the Page of Pentacles again. And you had the Page of Pentacles down here. And that is a message of new projects, new opportunities. There definitely is a lot available to you for you to be able to kind of start building your own abundance and really start working on getting your own money under control. The Seven of Pentacles again is knowing what seeds to plant. This 8 of Swords, you had it again over here in the focus or the overall energy of the recent past, is that confusion and that am I really doing the right thing? I feel kind of confused. I don't know which direction to go. And this 5 of Wands there's been a lot of kind of back and forth with it, and maybe not just with you, but in the situation of I'm not really sure where my place is, and I'm trying to establish my place in the situation. And the 4 of Cups is you in this wait and see energy of like, well, I'll just keep going, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. But the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Wands and the 10 of Cups, you've got these right here. 8 of Pentacles again, and the Chariot, you had this to start with again in the Death card. Like, okay, so the overall energy coming into the present is that Page of Pentacles, that message that there's enough projects here for you to, with this 7 of Pentacles, for you to start planting seeds. And while there may be some confusion with this 8 of Swords, and it may have been sort of this really contentious fighting energy, you've not really let yourself get into this place of like, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. Like, you're just kind of plowing through with this 2 of Cups, understanding that you have, a collaborative counterpart in the situation, that you're both bringing everything you have to bear. This 3 of Wands is about your ships coming in and manifesting to you what it is that you want, and that's the 10 of Cups. And you had the 10 of Cups here as well in your focus. Overall energy of the recent past is you still want that emotional fulfillment and that wish fulfillment, not just financially, but emotionally. You want that security. And here we go again with the 8 of Pentacles. It will take hard work. The Chariot was your focus in the recent past. Here it is, is your energy coming into the present. That, you will make a decision. You'll go in one direction or another and kind of see where it goes from there. And again, we have the Death card. Universe is spirits all up in this about trying to have you understand what it is that you need to leave behind and what it is that you need to kind of grow and heal through, completely finish healing through, to get to where it is that you want to be. So the focus into the present is the 9 of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety right now, a lot of frustration, a lot of sleepless nights. You're really trying to stay in a positive energy. But the reality is that you have a lot on your plate and you really are trying to juggle all of it. The challenge...
I feel like I was called out on that one, maybe a little.
You feel seen.
Yeah.
So the challenge is the world that you're, a cycle is completing and you're not quite sure what to do and what to leave behind. What do they say? Take the gun, leave the cannoli. That's, you're going to need to know what it is that you leave behind. As far as energy moving through, Queen of Swords, 5 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So this Queen of Swords, she's, has to sit in this very judgment energy of really evaluating things, being, full of integrity and transparency, being honest, but also being, having healthy boundaries and not dealing with bullshit on any level. This 5 of Cups is you still needing to work through this, maybe resentments or fears Same with the thing with the Five of Pentacles is, will it be balanced? Will I have enough? That it reminds you to be grateful. We had this in a previous reading where the Five of Cups in that reading feels the same way. That you will be able to kind of move through this energy if you remember to have your gratitude. As far as the Knight of Pentacles, there it really is a nice, patient, reliable, hardworking feel about this. That kind of nose to the grindstone. You're willing to put the work in. You know what it is that you need to do, and it's just implementing a plan. But it's understanding that there's going to be a plan involved too, not just sort of the Knight of Wands versus the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands is really just like kind of do it and think about it later, whereas the Knight of Pentacles is pretty methodical because it really has to do with money and finances, and there's a lot more at stake. So there's more of a methodical feel about it, and it brings you through to the High Priestess energy where, you don't know what's going to happen, but you're going to follow your intuition, and you feel strong in that. As far as your fears are concerned, Ace of Pentacles. Your fears are that you're not going to be able to get this new thing started or off the ground, and the help that the universe is sending in for you is big surprise, Gemini, Temperance. So patience, just keep working through it. Okay. As far as your hopes, Hangman, you really want to be wise and more introspective about your behavior, how you are in the situation, what it is that you bring to bear, and kind of come to your situations in a really healthy, kind of healed way is the feeling that I get about that. The outcome, Four of Swords. You need rest. You're overworking yourself. You're pushing really, really hard. Extra help is the Hierophant and Justice. Like, you will establish your own new norms and routines, and they will work for you. It's not, you don't need permission. The Hierophant is typically conventional marriages or partnerships, kind of orders and systems and things like that. And just because you've done this situation, you've done this move of stepping out into trying to do something different for yourself, especially where it comes to these pentacles, and really working through healing and trying to establish yourself in a situation in a really healthy way, it's not going to look like what it looks like for everyone else. And the Justice card here is, the extra help is that it will balance. That the universe is asking you to really trust and have faith. So this is what I have for you, Gemini, for your recent, past, and present. It looks like you've been doing the work, and it looks like it's just a slower moving energy, and you can get through this. Keep following your intuition and working on not running away from yourself. Don't leave you for another situation, whether it be person, collaborative effort. Don't let fears drive you to, abandon situations when you're just in the middle of them. And, we just had this conversation. The only way out is through.
Yes.
So I'm going to hand you over to DR.A now for your love and friendships right now.
Thank you, DR.M. Mm-hmm. Wow, that one really hit home. Mm-hmm.
It's what the children say slaps.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Life over 40. Welcome.
Shh, nobody knows.
You just told them.
So, I didn't tell them anything. So love and friendship. So the overall energy is the Queen of Wands. So that fiery, passionate,
loud mouth.
Yeah. Yep. She's confident. So yeah, sometimes we lack a little in that. However, I feel like it's been there, but maybe it's redistributing in some different areas.
Well, and this judgment over here has you, the universe has you saying, like, declare what it is that you want and need, make it known. We teach people how to treat us. So if we're not really, specifying, then
right. And I kind of feel like this could be a general, but also I feel like this is also a relationship. So it's almost like a 2-in-1. Mm-hmm. It really has that feel right now. So where you are right now, 2 of Swords.
You have to make a decision. You want some mental clarity.
Yep.
It's time, and maybe it's time to make a compromise, or, understand that your decisions might not be what you thought that they would be.
Exactly.
The choices that you would have might be different than you thought that they would.
Right. And, having that blindfold on, you don't always know. It may not present itself as you had hoped or as you had thought. And So making that choice, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing, but you kind of have to get out of that negative mind constraint. Just because it's not presented how you were expecting doesn't mean that it's not going to be the same outcome.
And it could be, a lot better than you thought.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
what's the don't look the gift horse in the mouth thing?
So what's causing you a problem is the High Priestess. It's that unknown, and sometimes you're a little hesitant in following your intuition, and you need to. Yeah, I know. I see. So you need to follow that intuition. Everything's going to be okay. You just have to put your faith out there in the universe. And I know it's not always easy. Believe me, I completely understand. It's sometimes we go kicking and screaming because we have a hard time with that. But it's okay.
No, I didn't mind.
Yeah.
Universe is like, bitch, this is not Burger King.
That's right. It's not. I'm sorry. Move on. What you don't want is justice. You're afraid. I think it's not so much that you don't want the truth. I think you're afraid that the truth isn't going to come out.
Or maybe that there's not going to be the balance that you're seeking.
Right.
That was over here as help too. I get the feeling in this situation that balance is really, justice is really what you're looking for in all situations.
Yeah.
That you want to have a balance between work and home life, that you want to have a balance between your, friendships and your relationships.
Right.
And you really are looking for that kind of, balance, equality in your situations, that you're kind of done doing these extreme moves,
right?
As cute and funny as they might be, and they make for great stories. It's exhausting. And this Four of Swords over here is your outcome into the President's. Kind of give it some rest.
Right.
Figure it out.
I think that it's not always an intention, but I think that sometimes Geminis tend to put a focus in one area, even though we try to spread it out. We tend to put a focus all in one area, and we become consumed by that one thing. So what you do want is the Prince of Wands. You're ready for that new passionate beginning.
You want somebody who's going to match the energy that you bring into situations.
Right. That drive, that focus, that, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to fight no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And the options that you don't see is Four of Wands. So it's
that over here that you are currently building.
Yeah.
And you don't see it as, what you're doing is adding up to, building foundation, but it is.
Right.
It's not everything is mortar and brick. Sometimes it's
right. And sometimes it's that actually identifying that it is a commitment in one way or another. It has become a commitment. And, whether it's just, starting out subtle and small, it's still a commitment, and you're going to build upon that. And the outcome is the Chariot, which I believe...
making moves twice over here.
I was just going to say, I believe you had it twice over there.
Mm-hmm. The universes just keep moving.
So Gemini, I think that overall, you have a pretty good reading. You're struggling through it, but you're getting through, and you've got some decisions to make, and don't lose faith.
Just follow your intuition. I mean, with this High Priestess, and continue to work on knowing what it is that you want for yourself. Really, being specific when you're trying to manifest, and even in quiet moments, just be grateful. This Five of Cups reminds me, that's what it's going to take is gratitude. You won't be given more until you do with, and are grateful for what it is that you already have. So
right,
okay.
Absolutely. All right, my amazing Geminis, this is what Spirit has inspired us to share with you, and we hope it's helped. If you're interested in my You and Them extended readings and/or Dr. M's Future Cross and Bow advice from Spirit extended readings, please join us for those readings on Patreon. Again, the link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining us. I was waiting for that. We send you all the love, light, and laughter that your body can hold, and we hope you'll join us again soon.
Bye.
Bye.